Hey there, Capricorn. Welcome to your reading covering the first half of the month, specifically July 1st to July 15th, 2022. This is a general reading for those with Capricorn in their birth chart. However, cross watchers, you are also welcome. Take into consideration that the roles of individuals may be swapped and intensity of the energies may vary. So take whatever resonates and leave behind for others whatever does not. To get more information about what lies ahead, check out your readings for each of your sun, moon, and rising signs. In terms of what we have here, it's your intuition and what it's been trying to tell you. You have a soul connection and the Chariot. Here we explore how this message of soul connection influences the first half of July. You have Hawk Spirit. Let Spirit be your guide. And you have Two of Pentacles. In this section, we find out how you can heighten your senses as you enter the second half of July. You have Ani, Inner Strength, and Three of Cups. Seven of Wands is your perspective as you enter the beginning of the month. Three of Pentacles is what surrounds you. Four of Cups is the motivator, and Queen of Cups is the outcome. So here, this soul connection that your intuition has been trying to tell you about, this could be someone you're in a relationship with now. It could be your search for a soul connection. And this also could be letting you know that whatever you are kind of wondering about right now might not necessarily be your soul connection. What I mean by that is you have the Chariot. And the Chariot is about advancing towards a certain goal, overcoming obstacles and reaching victory. So if you are kind of looking for something right now, it's almost as if you might be rushing or trying to get something that might not actually be a soul connection, might just be, for now. So let's take a look at the Chariot. You have Queen of Wands, vibrancy. So Queen of Wands is definitely, adventurous, exciting. It is, that a connection that you'd want to have when you are kind of initially starting a romantic relationship. And if you are kind of negotiating and not really sure, kind of doing a cost benefit analysis of things, then it's more of a kind of is this good enough? It could be that you are dating multiple people and trying to figure things out. But to some degree, it kind of seems like possibly, looking at a certain situation and feeling like, kind of trying to get into this vibrant situation where you are just going with the flow. But right now it's kind of kind of awkward. And speaking of awkward, this word says hawk. That was a really lame dad joke that doesn't even make sense. I'm embarrassed for my father. Anyway, hawk spirit, let spirit be your guide. So it's kind of like you're trying to find your footing somewhere in a relationship or what you're kind of coming up across. And you have Seven of Swords, and it says deception. So here, hawks, they kind of rise above, they see things from a higher perspective. They have the ability to see things like we all, they have eyes, so they have ability to see things, but to see things from a higher level. They can see the small details. They can sense the environment in a way and kind of know when there's certain changes coming about. And basically, this is kind of saying to pay attention to what's around you. You might have messages from your spirit guides, and getting a sense of what's the word? Noticing synchronicities that are kind of going on around you. That is more of a kind of a genuine way of connecting to spirit, connecting with soul connections. Don't deceive yourself. Look for things. If they look hidden, don't try to look to see if there's something there. Because if it's there, if it's meant to be seen and is there, and meant to connect with you, then you'll be able to see it and feel it. And so here, the sense of inner strength is kind of calling for you to accept yourself without anyone else, without needing to connect with other people, recognizing your own sense of value and your self-worth, and knowing what fills you up, because that makes what you have to offer in relationships so much better. So, and to some degree, if you have, a great bunch of friends, but you're constantly trying to look for, the next relationship, to find your soulmate or twin flame, it could be that your soulmates are in your tribe already, just, on a platonic level. So let's take a look at the Three of Cups. You have Ace of Wands energy. So this is a sense of your inner strength, what really is going to allow you, once you find this soul connection, to be in this vibrant energy, but making sure that you're filling yourself up the way that you need to. So here, with you entering the month with this Seven of Wands, this is kind of a card of standing your ground, having like an inner knowing, and kind of being, stuck on that concept. So this is not necessarily a vibrancy and a flow and connection. This is being tested. Sevens are about tests and examinations. And here it's, I'm sticking to my guns. So here you have the Seven, the Chariot, and it could be that you're sticking to your guns. Maybe you said, I'm going to want to look for this type of individual. I want them to look like this. I want to have them to have this specific characteristic. So that's an example of this kind of sticking to your grounds or standing your ground and advocating for exactly what you want. But here, this individual is kind of being backed into this this hill or this corner, this ledge, and there's really nowhere else to go at that point. So let's take a look at that. You have King of Swords, authority, and this is pretty much what I'm thinking of is the kings are associated with the element of air. Swords are associated with the element of air. There's no water, there's no wands, and there's no pentacles. So it's just action. It's just there's no feeling, because the King of Swords, there is compassion, but it's primarily a place of making a decision, sticking to a plan, pursuing that plan of action, and kind of that's just the way it is. There's no flow, there's no anything of material value to appreciate, there's no emotional connection driving it. So if you are looking at, buying a car or leasing a car, wanting to make sure that the contract is, fair, and you're not going to be paying, interest for 1,000 years at a crazy outstanding rate, then you're going to want this kind of King of Swords energy. But in terms of a soul connection, this is really almost blocking. So here, what surrounds you of the Three of Pentacles. So it seems that the people around you, those around you can really kind of, you can help them and they can help you. Might not be a direct connection to this soul connection, but it does kind of indicate that you having this inner strength about you, focusing on this inner strength and kind of charging up this Ace of Wands energy with the people, your social relationships, your relationships with family. It's a sense that it could be that those around you may be able to, connect you to your soulmate. You never know. I mean, I actually I met my husband through a adult dodgeball league, and I was focusing on me, focusing on hanging out with my friends, and just someone happened to bring him to the beach, and for one of my inner circle friends from dodgeball, brought him to the beach, and we became friends, and now we're married. So, but let's focus back on you. Here you have the Empress. So threes are cards of expansion, creation, creativity. And so with the Empress here, you have love and nurturing and abundance. It's really, this is that that energy that creates what helps creates what you want in the material world. Usually it's the magician is seen as manifesting what you want in the material world, but the Empress provides all the the resources for the Magician. And the Empress is about sensuality. It's about feelings of beauty. Kind of, it is about your senses, being connected to nature as well. So it seems like you are surrounded with opportunities to connect, to make soul connections. So your motivator here with the Four of Cups, it's a sense of really almost if you're focusing just on the Three of Cups, then you might miss out on this fourth cup here. It is a card to let you know that you should be more aware of your surroundings and appreciate the small things, because you never know what's going to pop up. Something that might feel mundane, like just seeing your friends at the beach might turn into a day when you're meeting your future soulmate. Well, it would be your soulmate at that time, but future partner, life partner. So here we have Temperance, and this is that card of balance. It's where the traditional Temperance card is an angel that is mixing two goblets of liquid together to create something new. And so it's a sense of like angelic spirit being able to flow that around you and take experiences from your past and your present to create the future that you want. This is the flow that you want to be in, as opposed to, at least in this situation, the awkward flow of the Two of Pentacles. So to some degree, you really need to be appreciative and aware and interacting with those around you, even if it's just on a mundane level, because that's where spirit kind of works its magic, and things kind of new possibilities come in, and this let your spirit be your guide. It's going to be that time where you kind of notice something that you didn't notice before. So here the outcome with the Queen of Cups kind of indicates a place of self-love, self-care, this Empress energy as well, and coming from emotions. So queens are associated with the element of water, cups are associated with the element of water. It's fully immersed in emotion as compared to this sword, double sword air energy. And you can definitely choose the type of soul connection you're looking for, but I would be willing to bet that most people are looking for this double emotion as opposed to double mental process and authority type of connection to a soulmate. So let's take a look at the Queen of Cups. You have Prince of Sword, determination. So to some degree, this will really kind of help you to get more to this emotional aspect, but there is still going to be part of this more determined energy. So the Prince of Swords is kind of like the Knight of Swords. And the Knight of Swords are kind of very action oriented. They want to jump into something and they might not want to stick around to see things through. So it may be preparing you for connecting with someone like this, or, seeing that maybe that type of individual might not be your soulmate. Maybe it can be if you are looking for a balance of these water and air energies. But let's go ahead and pull an oracle card to see about which crystal can best assist you at the beginning of July. You have blue lace, is it agate? Agate? It is easy for me to express myself. I am understood. I hear what others are communicating. Speak the truth, listen well, have the courage to say what you need to say, be heard, read between the lines. So here it is kind of a little bit of the swords, but in terms of the communications, with this have courage, what you need to say, this concept of inner strength, but also hearing what others are communicating is this sense of, nurturing and connecting with others. Maybe others are communicating to you the way that you will connect with a soulmate. So I'm hoping this provides a helpful perspective for the beginning of your month, and we'll see you next time. Take care.